Christmas. It's the best time of year, unless your name is Scrooge, in which case you'll be bullied all night for no reason, despite you only wanting to mind your own business, which should be your right as a free human being. But anyway, it's a jolly time of year, so it might come as a surprise to learn how many wholesome Christmas traditions have their roots in dark or tragic origins. Christmas carolers are one of the more annoying occurrences of this time of year, but back in the 1700s they were a lot more than just annoying. Often they would break into people's homes and demand to be fed, fail to give them your best quality food and wine, and they grew violent, sometimes to the point of murder. It was basically just an angry mob, going from house to house bullying people into rewarding them. As the night went on, they would get more and more drunk, which I imagine only made them less violent. If all they did was mildly vandalize your home, you'd be considered one of the lucky ones, as arson was a common occurrence. The home invasions affected both upper and lower class families. No one was safe, and countless people were genuinely traumatized by caroling. It got so bad there was a national campaign in England to ban the practice. How did this even become a tradition? I have no idea. But speaking of carolers, many of the songs they sing were inspired by much older and darker happenings. The Coventry Carol is one of the more enduring, dating to the 16th century, but instead of being about reindeer and gift giving, it's the story of King Herod ordering the murder of all baby boys in Bethlehem. Given Christmas is broadly a religious holiday, it's not too shocking in principle, but for a Christmas carol to feature lines like "all young children to slay" is a bit crazy. Then there was the story of John de Brébeuf, a 17th century French missionary. His goal in life was to help the spread of Christianity in Canada, specifically to the indigenous Huron people. To do so, he wrote a Christmas carol that blended the tale of Jesus' birth with elements of Huron culture. So far, there's nothing dark about it. The problem is though, the Huron carol proved popular, so popular that many Hurons adopted Christianity. But some other native groups viewed the carol as a threat. In 1649, de Brébeuf was captured by the Iroquois. He was then slowly tortured to death, being burnt, flayed, and having boiling water poured over him. That's what happens when you invent a new Christmas carol. It is a little odd that Father Christmas breaks into houses, especially through chimneys. Folklore has always viewed chimneys with suspicion, as if they were secret passageways to a darker world. Witches, goblins, and dwarves were all said to enter houses through chimneys, causing many to block them off each night before going to bed. Perhaps the story of Father Christmas was not fully able to detach itself from these older legends, despite him being benevolent. Some even believe Christmas baubles come from an early practice of creating charms to ward off witches. On the other hand, some claim it comes from the real-life story of Saint Nicholas, and that he would drop presents down the chimneys of impoverished houses. The problem with this theory is that chimneys were not widely in use during the lifetime of Saint Nicholas, and in fact they would not be for another 8 centuries. It's hard to say for certain. Like so many other Christmas traditions, their true origin is a mystery, and may well be a blend of fact and mythology. Much of our modern understanding of Christmas came together during the Victorian era, a time of deep fear and superstition. This could explain why ghost stories came to be such a strong part of the holiday season, or why Christmas cards were so creepy when they first came to market.